Welcome to today's edition of Marriage Motivation. I'm your marriage coach, Mike Dixon, and our love verse today is coming from Matthew chapter 22, verse 12, and it says, "And he said to him, 'Friend, how did you get in here without a wedding garment?' And he was speechless." I want to take you back to your wedding day, and you remember the bridesmaids and the groomsmen. They all had on matching colors. If you were like most people, maybe they had on purple or seafoam green. I'm not sure what color you may have chosen, but I'm sure it was a beautiful event and everyone was looking lovely. But in the Bible days, the father of the bride was responsible for the whole bridal party. All of the guests that were invited had to have on matching garments. And this particular young man came into the party, but he wouldn't compromise. He wouldn't put on the garment that had been prepared for him. And so the king took note of him, and eventually he kicked him out. And the only reason I can think of why this young man wouldn't have put on the garment was because of pride. He didn't want to take off what he had on. You see, pride can often get us in trouble. In fact, someone once said that it's our temper that gets us in trouble, but our pride that keeps us there. And very often in our marriage, in our relationship, we find that because of pride, we get stuck in arguments or get stuck in decisions, and we're not willing to compromise. And eventually, we push our spouse out of our hearts because of pride. In fact, 1 Peter says that pride comes by contention. Only the reason why contention comes is because of pride. So he says to clothe yourself with humility. Why? Because God resists the proud, but he gives grace to the humble. And I don't know about you, but I need as much grace as I can get, because grace is the power of God that enables us to do all that he's called us to do and to be all that he's called us to be. So we need the grace of God in order to fulfill our assignment. But the only way to get it is to humble ourselves, to clothe ourselves with humility. So today, men, I want to help you, first of all, learn how to humble yourself. Don't be the person who says that I'm not going to ever say I'm wrong. I wasn't wrong. No. If you were wrong, man up, say you were wrong. Say, I'm sorry. Be willing to do that. Be willing to say, you know what? It was my fault. Take responsibility. That shows your spouse that you are vulnerable, that you are willing to let her in instead of her having to push you off because you're full of pride. And for the ladies, today I want to give you a secret. I want to teach you something so that if you do this 95% of the time, whenever you ask your husband something, he'll do it. Most of the time, our ladies, we think we have to be strong. You have to, I'm going to be strong. I'm going to be independent. So if he doesn't do what you want him to do, I tell you what, he's going to be on the couch that night. If he don't do nothing, if he don't tell him, do what I tell him to do, he's going to be on the couch. Well, I remember the first time my wife tried to have me get on the couch and sleep, and that didn't work. So what she did was she went out on the couch to go to sleep. And you know what I did? I followed her right out there to the couch. And eventually she got back up, we got in bed, and that was the last time any one of us tried to sleep on the couch. Okay? So what I want you to do is help you. Take this secret. Ladies, humble yourself. And if you score a TD, all right, this is what I call a TD. That stands for touchdown, right? 95% of the time when you have a disagreement with your husband and you want him to do something, he's going to do this. And this is what you do. Tell him what you want. Tell him why you want it, and then defer the final decision to him. All right? Now, some of the women right now are saying, I ain't deferring nothing. No, trust me on this. Because when you tell him what you want, every man, any good man, wants to satisfy, wants to please his wife. But sometimes we don't know what you want. Now, once you tell us what you want and why you want it, we understand. But now we just need you to show that you respect us. And that's what you do. When you defer the final decision to him, you're showing him that you respect him. And 95% of the time, he's going to give you what you want. You see the color of these walls? Tell them what they want. What color do you want the room, sweetheart? I want the room yellow. Okay. Why do you want it that way? It's going to go great with the furniture. Okay, but the final decision is yours. All right? This is a powerful secret, and I pray that it will be a blessing in your marriage. We pray for peace in your home. We pray for prosperity in your life. And we pray for passion in your marriage. God bless you.